Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for joining me. I'm super excited to show you today's look. If I'm feeling a bit bold and I want to use some bright colors, I would go with this look. I like that it's nice in the summer and I could wear it during the day or nighttime. You can literally change your outfit and not need to redo your makeup and still look fresh as ever. And since I'm feeling adventurous, I'm going to be trying some colored contacts and a new brand of eyelashes by House of Lashes. At the end of this video, I'll give you my honest opinion on both products. Alright, so I already applied primer and foundation, and I'm gonna put some concealer above and below my brows to help them define them and gives them a cleaner look. I mean, look at those creases on my eyelids. This is what happens when you don't apply translucent powder, because the powder really helps them stick and helps them stay put. Then take a brow brush and brush them straight down to make it easier to fill in my brows. It kind of gives me a guide so I don't over thicken my brows without knowing. So if you've seen my previous videos, and this is a technique that I really like to use, I personally like to draw a few hairs at the beginning of my brows, inner tips, I think that's what you call it, because I personally think it gives it a more natural look instead of filling them in completely. And a few touch-ups to my concealer, we move on to translucent powder to fix those creases. Grab a flat brush or any brush and apply some translucent powder on your eyelids before we move on to the eyeshadow. And again, I'm only using Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions palette for the eyeshadow. I'll start with the light peachy color and I'll apply it to my brow bone as a sort of base color that we can transition from. Smoky looks take a bit more patience and blending than normal. So take your time and blend until you're satisfied. I'm mixing these two brighter colors because I honestly couldn't decide which I liked better. I just tap each color a few times, maybe twice or more, and I could tell right when I apply it if I need to make changes. I like the combination, but you can instantly see that it's patchy when I first apply it. Just don't worry and just blend. I'm using this ruby color to give more depth and slightly drag out the shadow away from my eyes. Here, I'm avoiding the inner part of the eyes and avoiding the center part of the eyelid altogether because we will be applying a different shade there. Here, I'm using a clean brush to help me blend out the shadow. And guys, if you're finding this video helpful, please give it a like. Alright, I use a dark, sparkly shade to add another layer of depth. Alright, the key to a smoky eye is using a round fluffy brush and constantly blending in a circular motion. I used this setting spray on a clean flat brush and picked up these two sparkly colors. The setting spray helps the colors stick to your eyelids better and also helps keep your eyelids sparkling for longer. Here, I'm applying the sparkly color starting at the inner corner of the eye and out to the middle part of the eyelid. Alright, so now I'm adding the concealer under the eyes and also using it as a highlighter to help contour. I've also added contour lines, then used a smaller brush to help me blend my nose to make it more precise, and then used a wet beauty blender for the rest of my face. Alright, I dragged my beauty blender with a concealer from underneath my eye to my hairline at an angle, if that makes sense, to give it a strong edge. And of course, I'm using translucent powder to set the concealer under my eyes, my jaw, and my frown lines. While waiting for them to set, I'm adding some color under the bottom of my lashes. I use a dark red color and a sparkly color to complete the smoky eye. Then I brushed off any excess powder with a brush and added some highlighter. I applied my bronzer with a larger brush, but honestly I would recommend you use a smaller angled brush to have like a better defined contoured lines. I used a darker color for the bronzer to look like a tan, and I just added a blush that complemented the shade to the bronzer that I picked. So for lashes, I went with House of Lashes, and these are called Iconic Mini. I was pretty surprised. These are the first lashes that I haven't cut because I thought it fit perfectly. You could see them here without mascara. The quality is what stands out the most to me. They are top notch. I love the way they look and feel, and I think I can get away with at least 5 uses per set. I mean, come on, $12 for a set. I think these will be my go-to lashes. For my lips, I'm outlining them with MAC lip liner, and I'll fill the lips in with this shade of pink lipstick. I chose a lighter shade to keep the main focus on the eyes, making it a softer look. I also added an optional hint of glitter from the same Huda Beauty palette. And the final piece was a pair of contacts from Bella Contact Lenses, a Lebanese brand that honestly are just good. Their colors are really good, and I think this addition tied the whole look together. And that's the final look. I hope you liked it as much as I enjoyed making it. Let me know if you like the contact lenses in the comments below. And if you'd like to see more looks like this one, please consider subscribing to the channel. Until next time, bye guys.